Medicare for All has been championed by nearly all the 2020 Democrat presidential candidates. However, Senator Elizabeth Warren has recently found herself in some hot water for her proposal, specifically over how she plans to fund it. One America's Adonis Albright explains why the uncertainty could cost her as the Iowa caucus fast approaches.
Democrat presidential hopeful and Senator Elizabeth Warren is a staunch advocate of Medicare for All.
I am tired of hearing that we can't afford to make real investments in child care, college, and Medicare for all. We're looking for a way to get everybody covered at the lowest possible cost. And the data back up the best way to do that is through Medicare for all.
The only problem is she hasn't discussed how she plans to pay for it.
For giant corporations and very wealthy individuals, costs will go up. But for middle-class families, for hardworking people, costs are going to go down.
But that's not the same as taxes not going up.
What matters to families is costs.
This is something her political rivals in the 2020 race have been quick to call her out on.
A yes or no question that didn't get a yes or no answer. Look, this is why people here in the Midwest are so frustrated with Washington in general and Capitol Hill in particular. Your signature, Senator, is to have a plan for everything, except this. No plan has been laid out to explain how a multi-trillion-dollar hole in this Medicare for All plan that Senator Warren is putting forward is supposed to get filled in.
This has caused Warren to rethink her strategy, with her campaign announcing they're looking into several ideas for how it would be funded. Specifically, she's getting advice from Bernie Sanders' campaign. The Vermont senator was the first Democrat presidential candidate to run on a Medicare for All platform in 2016, debatably sparking a new grassroots movement among the Democrat Party. Although he has yet to release his own plan for how such a proposal would be funded, he has laid out a few ideas. The most prominent is a wealth tax, which would take 1% from households making more than $32 million and creating additional brackets the more money a family has. The key difference is that Sanders has acknowledged that taxes will also go up for middle-class families, something Warren has seemingly dodged.
At least Bernie's being honest here and saying how he's going to pay for this and that taxes are going to go up. And I'm sorry, Elizabeth, but you have not said that. And I think we owe it to the American people to tell them where we're going to send the invoice.
Despite the Massachusetts lawmaker releasing several other solid proposals and how they would be funded, the main obstacle for releasing a Medicare for All plan is determining exactly how much federal funding should go toward the program. A study by the Urban Institute estimates the cost of a single-payer healthcare system would ultimately hike government spending by $34 trillion over the next decade. Medicare for All aims to reduce the number of uninsured Americans, currently sitting at a little more than 10%, down to zero. It would also eliminate all deductibles or copays, make it more accessible and more transparent about who's footing the bill. One of its critical flaws, aside from how such a massive reform to the nation's healthcare system would be funded, is that there's no way to opt out.
House Democrats introduced a bill that would take away every private insurance option that American families rely on and force everyone into a single government-run system. Employer-sponsored coverage wouldn't just be discouraged, it would be illegal. Illegal.
Warren has been adamant that she will not sign a healthcare bill into law unless it lowers costs for American families. However, as the sentiment among Americans point toward increasing support for Medicare for All, it remains to be seen how her campaign is looking to tackle the complex issue of America's healthcare system. Adonis Albright, One America News.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube, and call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.